we are. Hey there, give me a second. Ça commence à s'intimer. We are here at the National Green Center show in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am with Sarah Woody Bibbins, and we are going to talk about the Sweet Melissa Fashion Show. Now, tell me something about this.
We are so excited about our inaugural event and the fashion show. We had to turn down entries for this. It became so popular. And we are going to have 50 new plants, the trendiest new plants in horticulture.
50 or 15?
50 new plants on the runway with professional models, the DJ, the lights, the whole 9 yards. Afterwards, we'll have Ellen Paredes helping to merchandise these plants, and they'll all be part of a silent auction to support the Sweet Melissa Fund.
Excellent. And tell me a little bit about the Sweet Melissa Fund.
It is the charity of choice of Mike and Bonnie Durr. It is for lung transplant victims and their families.
A great honorable cause. Well, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Hi folks, we are here with Carol Etter of the Porcelain Touch, and it's a really cool sharpening tool, and you're going to tell me a little bit more about it. Tell me about this, Carol.
Well, about 10 years ago, I was co-owner with my husband of a gardening service here in St. Louis, CNC Gardening, and we were sharpening our tools with stones that crumbled easily, and I felt that there was a need for something better, and since I have a degree in ceramics and was an art teacher for many years before I became a horticulturist, I started experimenting with porcelain. So we began carrying porcelain rods in our trucks and giving them to employees, and eventually I started to develop the design further upon advice from some of the nursery owners in town. We would train their employees on pruning, and I decided that if I tapered the edge and made the decorative handle, it might be more attractive to just the homeowner as well as the professional. The professional may or may not want the whimsy, but most homeowners enjoy that. So
absolutely. Well, let's go over here and you can show us how it works.
Okay, I will.
Okay, show it in action.
Okay. Bypass pruners. Hold the tool with the bevel side up, pointing away from you. Take the tool at a 20-degree angle and push it in one direction only. Depending on how dull your tool is, you may have to work it a little longer. Since I've been sharpening this tool a bit, it's pretty sharp now. So it's so sharp that I'll demonstrate that you can actually cut paper with it. So here we go. And that's just
wow.
That's just a pruning tool. So imagine having sharp tools easily and get through your work faster, safer, more efficiently, and it's there to remind you because of the color and the design.
Right, so it doesn't get lost.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. And for more information, people can go to where?
ptsharpener.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello again, folks. We are here with Steve Sissel of 1020 Media and of Garden Pilot fame, and I'm going to ask him a really tough question right now. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Steve,
yes.
What is the one social media trend that garden centers need to pay attention to for 2011?
Okay, I think that the garden centers ought to pay attention to social media with personalities. Okay, bring out the faces and the people that are in their garden centers and develop relationships with people in the community. So I see some retailers saying, oh, this is the manager's perennials pick of the day. Well, who is that manager, and what are they like? What do they do? Develop a little bit of relationship.
So tell the story of the people involved and not just the garden center, but the people involved with the garden center.
Yeah, I think that's really important. That would be my one recommendation.
Excellent. You know, I think I'll, inform our readers all about that, and hopefully they'll adhere to it.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Thanks. Here we are with Jonathan Peterson of the Bailey Nurseries, and he's going to tell us what can be expected for 2011.
Great. Well, thank you, Alan. Well, first off, our first new plant is Vanilla Strawberry Hydrangea Paniculata. And this is a new hydrangea paniculata that comes from France. It's an upright grower with a very large panicle, very similar to a limelight in size, but instead of just being that one-dimensional color, this plant has some really great coloration and by far the best pinky strawberry colors of any of the paniculatas that are on the market today. A nice big panicle, and it'll continue to send out new florets, so you'll get that great coloration fairly early and then lasting all the way through the fall. So a great new introduction in our first editions lineup. Next is a great new dwarf Physocarpus that we call Little Devil. And so this guy, unlike Physocarpus Diablo, which gets upwards of 12 feet, this guy's not going to get bigger than 5 foot in the garden ever. So great new dwarf Physocarpus, great dark coloration to really offset that perennial garden that you may have. So looks really great in a perennial garden. The next one, we've got another hydrangea that is a paniculata as well, but a very, very different flower form. Each one of these individual florets is upwards of a silver dollar in size, you know, a really good size. So a very unique look to the plant, quite upright, a fairly large paniculata variety, but a very unique flowering habit. So that's another new one. And unfortunately, I don't have them at the show because they're not flowering, but the last one, we've got 3 new Hibiscus syriacus varieties with some awesome colors: Tahiti, Bali and Fiji, all named after tropical islands, because they just make you think of tropical islands when you think hydrangeas. Oh, sorry, when you think about oh boy, it's been a long trade show already. When you think about these great hibiscus.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing those soon.